Well, hello there, everybody. We went live a little earlier than I expected. I was just uploading a video and you guys caught me, but I'm glad you did. Welcome, everybody. I'm feeling a little bittersweet at this moment because I am welcoming you to the fourth of our four-part series celebrating all of the amazing, fabulous female founders, the women owned brands, the women inventors of Grommet. And we have had three incredible episodes so far, and this promises to match those, if not surpass those, because we do have six incredible products that you are going to discover tonight. I have featured, let's see, I featured one or two of them before, so you might be familiar, but some of them are brand new to me, and I'm assuming probably also brand new to all of you. So that's always really, really fun. Let me get the chat up here. And we do have a fun surprise special guest on at the end. She is waiting already inside the green room. She is one of our Product of the Week winners, a phenomenal woman inventor who basically started inventing during COVID. And boy, did she invent, because this product is pretty incredible. So I'm excited to share that, and I'm excited to meet her. I've not met her yet, but to hear her story, it's always so much fun. And we have exciting news for those who don't already know. That is, we are giving away, on every Grommet Live, we always do a giveaway. We are still going to do that. So we're going to probably halfway through the show, I am going to pick one of my favorite products of the show, and we are going to do a giveaway for that. So if you haven't already entered, Jen will be putting up the QR code shortly. There it goes right there. Pretty in pink for our women inventors. And all you do is hit that QR code with your phone and you can enter that fast. And because this is another one of our Women Invented Grommet Live shows, I am giving everybody here who is live, which is all of you, you guys get a second chance, a second entry for that. All you have to do is put something inside the chat, and that is Women Inventors. 2 words, Women Inventors. And Jen, our producer, is on call, and she will absolutely give you a second entry for doing that. Because you guys might know that we like to get that chat going, because when we get that chat going, that triggers all the social media platforms. And tonight we are live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, X or Twitter, and LinkedIn. So we are kind of all over the place. And when they see the chat get going, they push it out to more and more people. And it's incredible what happens like that when they see energy inside the chat. So I am putting it on you guys, because these 7 makers that are here tonight, their fate is in your hands. So basically, however exciting the chat gets going, that's going to be the numbers are going to increase. And that is what this is all about. I'm seeing Shelly Burkru's in the house from Newport Beach. Welcome, Shelly. We've got lots of the makers. We've got Liana, one of my favorite women inventors, in the house. I'm missing a whole bunch of texts. There's lots of women on and men. So welcome, you guys, to all of you. And as I mentioned, this is the fourth of our four-part series celebrating National Women Inventors Month. So we have featured a total of, I said 24 earlier, but I actually think it's about 27 female makers. And let me tell you, that is only about 10% of the number of female makers on the Grommet platform. And actually probably even way less than that now that I'm thinking of it. I think it might have been 10% last year. So incredible what is happening with women who have ideas these days. It is so cool to see so many of you. And I just think it's becoming just kind of the norm. And I run the Women Inventors Club for those who are not members yet. If you have a product idea, if you have already launched a product, if you are midway through thinking about launching a product, we want to invite you to become a member. It's completely free, and it is just other women like you that are locking arms and helping each other, and they're sharing tools and resources. They are sharing best practices. They are bouncing ideas off each other, just with the whole goal of helping each other have success with their products. And as we know, tonight we are celebrating many of those. And so I bring that up just to say, just seeing the number of women coming on board in the Women Inventors Club lately has been incredible. And I shared the statistic in the beginning of the series, and I'm going to share it again because I'm so proud of it. Not me personally proud, but proud of just the world that this is happening. And that is that when I first started working with female inventors was back in COVID, because I suddenly had all this time on my hands and I thought, how can I help? What is needed? What can I do to kind of give back in a way? And that's when I discovered that there at that time, which was a few years ago, as we know, only 7% of the patents that were filed by women. And I don't know about you, but that is a number that didn't make a lot of sense to me, because I think we have some pretty good ideas. And I know that when we put our minds to something, we can make them happen in a very big way. So I thought, we have got to change this. We've got to get the word out that there is a path to taking your idea and turning it into a real product. It does not have to be as daunting as it can seem. And I'm very thrilled to share that as we entered this National Women Inventors Month of February, that number had grown from 7% all the way to 18%. That is remarkable. And I think there are so many reasons for it, and we don't have time to go into all of those, but just want to share the news that we are on the upswing and I do not see any end in sight. So kudos to all of you. I am celebrating all of you tonight and all of you aspiring inventors, because I know there are a lot of you out there, and I just want to encourage you to go for it, because it's quite a journey. There's lots of challenges along the way, but my gosh, the rewards are incredible, as I am sure that anyone inside the chat right now would attest to that. And so if that's true, you guys let me know in the chat. Let's see, Not Live says starting soon. Ooh, that is Donna Marshall is over on YouTube. Donna, okay, so she's not even hearing me say this. Okay, now everything is working. That might have been an old one. Okay, good. We are good to go. So what we're going to do is we are going to dive into the products. And again, we're doing the giveaway halfway through. But what I started to say was we are doing a grand prize giveaway. First time we've ever done this. I'm so excited about it. And that is we're doing a grand prize gift basket that is valued at over $500. That gift basket is filled to the brim with women invented products that we have been featuring all month long. So imagine how fun that would be to be the winner of that, and to have this basket show up at your doorstep, and to just go through that and just know that these were all women invented products and the stories behind them, and whether you keep them and use them yourself or gift them to people. I just think it is so fun. So I'm super excited about that. And so by entering any one of the giveaways, you are also entering that one. But what I will say is that the winner for the first time, usually I say you don't have to be present to win. For the grand prize giveaway, you do have to be present to win. So if you are wanting to win that, we would love for you to stay till the end, because it just might be you. And we will announce that at the end of the show after our special guest, the product of the week winner. So with that, we have a lot to cover. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into the very first product. It's always hard for me to put these in order, because for different reasons, I love them all so much. And I think of what would be best up front. And anyway, I chose this one partially because I was wearing them today when I was making my list of which one was going to go first. And I wear them all the time. I never thought I would when I first discovered them, when they first came to Grommet. I featured them with my co-host Greg many moons ago, and they reminded me so much of toe socks from when I was in high school. Let's see. Facebook isn't working for me. I'm hearing from someone on Facebook, clearly. Darn it. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully Jen is taking care of biz. She's going to check on that, she just said. But I'm just going to keep going, because I know some of you guys are on, and I'm pretty positive. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. This maker is on. I just want to make sure the maker was here, and she is. So I'm going to keep on going. But this product reminded me of when I was in high school, maybe even junior high or elementary. I can't remember, but it was kind of all the rage, these toe socks, and they were all rainbow. Each toe was a different color, and they came up to your knees, and everybody wore them, and it was so cool. The only person I know that didn't wear them was Jen, our producer. She made fun of me when I told that story, but I think people wore them. So let me know if you wore them. So that's what I was thinking this product was, because yes, they are. I'm just going to show you right now. They are toe socks. They're toes separated 5 ways, but I'm going to turn it over to show you there's a lot more to these than those good old-fashioned rainbow toe socks from the good old days. So these are called neuro socks, and neuro socks were developed by someone who is actually a women inventor, and she's become a good friend, and I have worked with her a little bit, and it's just been, did not launch long ago, and what she has accomplished in the short period of time, I'm really blown away, and I've had the opportunity to share that with her, so she already knows how I feel about that. But it's been, and I consulted with her actually and gave her some ideas and things, and my gosh, within 2 days, what she accomplished, it was incredible. And I don't think, Donna, I've had the chance to tell you that and to just say, you go, girl, keep doing what you're doing, because the future is ridiculously bright for you and NeuroSock. So who am I talking about? Let me show you her picture. This is Donna Marshall right there. And Donna came up with NeuroSocks. She was actually having foot issues herself. And Donna, you've got to forgive me that I can't remember exactly what it was, and maybe you could put it in the chat, but I know there were neurological foot issues where, like I know many people have neuropathy, just nerve-related issues with the feet. But she was trying all different kinds of things to help remedy her situation. She was going to doing quite a bit of Pilates, and when she was in Pilates, she saw that somebody was wearing 5-toe socks, and she asked about them, and they were saying how 5-toe socks have really been complete game changer for them. And for lots of different reasons, but things like stability and balance, and really what they do is they separate your toes the way God intended them to be. It's really us who put our feet in these weird shoes that are, especially me with my high heels, my pointy toes, and we cause our toes to do this, and it's not the way they were intended. The 5-toe socks realign your toes. They, what you call, splay the toes and put them in proper position so that you have optimum foot movement again. And so not only did Donna develop these socks with that, but she thought, wow, these are working so well. What if they also had this feature? And what if they had that feature? And my gosh, sometimes the greatest inventions are just better mousetraps. They're just taking something that's already working and taking it up several notches. And that is exactly what Donna did with that. And she is chiming in saying the issue that she was having was upper motor neuron issues. And it was so remarkable what 5-toe socks did for her that when she went to her doctor, he said, what are you doing that you're having such improvement? And she explained the 5-toe socks. And when she developed these and came out with them, she brought them to her doctor, and he now recommends them to all of his patients because it has been such a remarkable recovery for Donna, but now he's seeing it with everybody. And so let me keep going on these socks. So you're seeing the 5 toes there. As you can tell, there is a grip on the bottom. This is a PVC. Hopefully you can see just how, I mean, it's really kind of a firm grip. My mom, who's 83, she lives in an apartment that's all the hardwood floors. And I am a nervous wreck if she ever has socks on those hardwood floors for fear of her falling and slipping. These are so good. They give you so much traction. So if that is an issue, you'll love this feature for sure. And so in my mind, when I saw the grip, I was thinking, oh, you just wear these without shoes. I didn't realize that we also can wear these inside of shoes. So now I'm doing it both ways. But I do love Pilates. And so I do use these all the time. Every time I do Pilates, I use these. So in addition to the grip, the other thing that they have, and I'm actually going to show you a picture that is going to show it a lot better than I can describe it. There's 2 features in this picture. One of them is you're seeing the blue sock. There is a padded heel built into that. Showing you right there, really nice thick padded heel. And so that can help, first of all, with Achilles tendonitis, which I know is very common, actually more common than I realized, but it just gives you that nice cushion. I think we can all relate to those times when, whether you're working shoes in or whether you just, shoes just bother your heel, you're just a little more sensitive. This takes care of that. It is actually such a nice, I think every sock should have that built into it. The other feature the other thing that I love about it is, as you can see, it's raised up just a touch. So when you're putting them on, it's so easy to kind of pull them up and on. So it just gives you that little extra structure to help you get the socks on, which is kind of nice. And then if you're looking at the gray sock, what you are seeing, I tried to get up close so you could see it, but you might be able to see it better on my sock. So I'm going to come back to me here. So right there, it is a compression band. And that, Donna, is one of my favorite features. It feels so good when you put your socks on. It just gives you the nicest hug around your foot. And that gives you arch support. So there's, and it also gets kind of stimulates your nerves. And the sock in general actually stimulates the nerves. So people that do have neuropathy are really having a lot of success and loving the neuro socks. So that's just one more reason to love neuro socks. Now, they come in 3 different colors, and I love all 3 of the colors. Showing you right there, we've got the black, the gray, and the navy. All of them do have the same color grip on the back. They do come in 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. Go back here. And I am just telling you, I never would think that socks could be such a game changer, but they really, really are. And so when your toes are properly aligned and when you have that proper support, that really does enhance your stability, which is, a big deal, I think, as we age, and your balance. And so those 2 things, but I also think they're very preventative. When you think of all of the issues that we deal with, I may have had bunions in the past, so I know what those are about. And how I bought those things that you put between your toes, they're almost like plastic. They're so painful and awful. I hated doing them, so I never did it. These actually feel quite comfortable on. So you want to have these on, and they're separating your toes in a very similar way, but not so archaic, something that you can actually deal with. And so then it prevents things like bunions, plantar fasciitis, Achilles tendonitis. What am I forgetting? There's a million. Hammer toes. That was another thing I thought of. And Donna, you'll have to tell me. Oh, actually, she just put it in the chat. Athlete's foot. Because I was thinking one of my sons had athlete's foot not too long ago. And when you think about it, it's really the toes together and the sweat and all the yucky that between the toes, and just separating them. Of course, it's going to be preventative for athlete's foot. Let me see what else she's saying here. Any other foot condition, the cause of foot pain in these scenarios can often be attributed to overlapping and crooked toes. We can just thank Jimmy Choo and all those high heels with the pointy toes for all of our foot woes. And I don't often wear high heels anymore, but when I do, it's been a while, but would probably prep myself by wearing these before and after, because it would help a lot. Let's see. I bet athletes, especially runners, love those. I'm sure that, good point. Yeah, I'm sure that they do. And I know I've missed a couple. Let's see. Max cushioning to support the forefront. Impact, push off, heel impact, proprioceptive arch promotes circulation in the foot. And it's designed with that heel tab that we talked about for that extra protection. So with the Grommet discount, as you're seeing there, when you give a product an upvote, in case you are new to Grommet, basically what you're doing to give an upvote, you're going to use that QR code there. And all you have to do, again, use that phone. And by doing that, you're basically just voting and saying, I love this product. Well done. And it means a ton to Donna, who's here with us tonight, and to all of the makers. It means a lot to Grommet, because Grommet really does pay attention to what you like, so that they can bring you more of those products, and they can take the products that you guys are voting for and push them out to more and more people. So it's really, really helpful. And you're not committing to buy if you do the QR code. So I really want to encourage that, especially tonight as we're celebrating all these awesome women inventors. But what you are getting in exchange is you are getting 20% off of anything that you upvote. So with Donna's socks, you are going to get 20% off. So instead of paying $18.50, you are paying $14.80, which is kind of nice. And with socks, and I can attest to this, because at first she sent me one pair, and I love them so much that you want multiple pairs right away. And so if you are thinking you might like them, you might want them, I would use that 20% for multiple pairs. And then if you don't like them, Donna stands behind her product, and you can always send them back. But I guarantee you, once you try them, not only does it feel so good, but over time, it's really going to make a difference for you if you have any kind of foot issues at all. Let's see, you should get some of these for your upcoming marathon that you're training for. Wow, that is impressive. Wow. Yeah, I would imagine that marathon trainers, in fact, are giving me ideas about that. I know a couple people training for marathon right now. So good idea. But my gosh, Donna, you know what a fan I am of Neuro Socks. And I just, every chance I can get to talk about them, I do. And I share them I have already shared them with so many people. Anyone that will listen to me, I tell them about my Neuro Socks. And so this platform gives me a way to share it with a lot of people. So I love what you're doing. I'm excited to see what's to come for you. I'm sure you have new colors and all of that. I have a new color request for you, actually. Okay, Paula is asking, she says, I'm an 8 to an 8.5. Which size should I get? Well, Paula, I actually have a size chart right here for you. So if you are an 8 to an 8.5 women's shoe size, you're going to want a small. And I will tell you, I do have both a small and a medium. So I have tried them both. And well, I'm only a 7, but a medium is much too big for me. So small definitely is the right size for me in a size 7. So whether that helps at all, I don't know, but I just want to share that with you. Okay, any other questions for me, for Donna? Anything you want to know about Neuro Socks that we haven't already covered? Anything? Okay, and you can always ask throughout the show. That is what makes live shopping so much fun. Let's see. Oh, I was looking at the men's sizes. Sorry. Do you want me to show you that again, Paula? I'm going to put it up one more time because I actually was doing the same thing, so I get it. Yes, so women's is 7 to 9 for a small, size 10 to 11 for medium, and 12 to 14 for the large. Okay. All right, we are going to move on to a new product that I have never featured before, that I have very quickly fallen in love with for so many reasons. You guys, if you have watched Grommet Live before, I don't have to tell you that I am a beauty junkie. I do love beauty products. I am also someone who travels quite a bit, so I do love a beauty product that also helps me with my traveling, that makes all of that a little bit easier. And this is a brand new product to me, but I am realizing that it is a favorite of so many people and that she has lots of different products. And this is a product by Penny. I don't know if Penny is in the chat or not. Penny Choi. The brand itself is called Tidal Love. Oh, she is in the chat. Yay. Hello, Penny. I love your product. I'm so excited. And I'm so excited to share it with you guys, because if you have not heard of Tidal Love and you have not heard of the Vitality Bead Serum that I'm about to show you, then this is going to be a treat for you, because as it was for me, when I first saw it on Grommet, this is one of those that I said, Jen, we have to get that on the show, because I love innovative beauty products. Anything that is different, that solves a problem in a different way, because there are so many beauty products out there. But of course, you never know until the product shows up and until you start using it, whether it's just kind of a gimmicky fad or whether it's something that is worth celebrating and worth using and worth telling your friends and their friends and their friends. I am happy to say that Tidal Love and the Vitality Beads Serum, I could scream about them from the rooftops. I am a huge fan. And so what the heck are they? Well, let me just show you. First of all, her packaging. I always have to show you guys when I love packaging, because it came in this really beautiful box, which I don't actually have here, but then inside the box was this packaging that you're seeing right here. So really pretty, very giftable, really high quality. So I loved that. And then when you open it up, what was inside was this guy right here. I mean, you had me with this bottle. I just love the bottle, the kind of vintage, the fact that it is reusable and refillable is so cool. So it does come filled with the beads, but you can also buy the refill and just use the refill to fill it up, and you just keep the same jar. So that in of itself, I think, is so cool. But when you open the jar up, what you will find are these little beads, and I hope I can do it justice with the camera. So they're little, kind of cushy. If I touch it with my finger, it kind of bounces. But what you do is, when you want to use this, now I use it twice a day. I will use them in the morning, and I just use one bead in the morning, and all I do is kind of rub it around in my hand, And when I rub it around, it just creates this most, oh my gosh, I never know how to describe. Oh, it just feels so good. It's so silky, just nourishing, just, oh, it's wonderful. And I just kind of pat it all over with just the one. And it is very intensely hydrating, but oddly, at the same time, it's very lightweight and does not cause breakouts whatsoever. Because it is intensely hydrating, I worried about that a little bit, but not at all. It absorbs so wonderfully into the skin. And it has 3 key ingredients. I love that they're all natural ingredients. Actually, I'm going to show you the ingredients because that's how all natural they are. That she has them right front and center on her website. And so as you can see, there is the niacinamide, which is known for its brightening capability. So that is where you're going to get really the brightening and also then the lessening of the fine lines. And then there's also a seaweed extract in as the second, probably most potent ingredient, and that is very, very hydrating. And then you've got the macadamia oil, which is more moisturizing and elasticity. So the combination of those 3 ingredients are really incredible. So it's brightening, it's moisturizing, and it's just giving you that radiance and that glow. And what I do at nighttime, so that's in the morning is the 1 bead. And then at nighttime, what I'll do is 2 beads and do the same thing, rub them together after I've washed and dried my face. I put those on almost as a mask. And then you leave it on overnight. And so you wake up just with the lines are a little bit plumped, your skin is hydrated. It feels so good. It really, really is so nice. Now, the other thing, as someone who travels, that I really appreciate about this is that there's no liquid that's going to spill in my bag. I can theoretically just take a little kind of pillbox kind of a thing and put a few beads in it and take it with me. I don't even need to take this. I actually did just travel last week and I brought the refill with me because it's just a little bit more lightweight. I leave the glass one at home and bring this with me. So it's, just on so many levels, the packaging, the jar, the fact that it's reusable. And I do know that Penny's from Korea. When she came to the States, she was really kind of blown away by all of the plastic, as I think so many of us are, that is in the floor of our oceans. I think what she gave me the statistic, it was 14 million tons of plastic are in our oceans every year. That is just so crazy. And so first of all, she wanted to bring Korean beauty and all of the natural ingredients with her product line. But the other piece of it was that she wanted to make sure that she was being good to the environment, that everything that she was creating was sustainable. And she has done that so beautifully. And so I love how true she has stayed to what her goals were with the product line. And that, Penny, that you were able to achieve both of them in equally balanced ways is really wonderful. Let's see, I love this one. Looks good going through TSA too. Very good point. I love that. Love Tidal Love. And Liana says, I love the packaging, so pretty. It really is so pretty. I love this. It's just a very soft lavender almost. So pretty. And the name I love. Korea is amazing for skincare. Absolutely. And they call it K-Beauty. K-Beauty technology is what Penny has brought to us with Tidal Love. And so I encourage you guys to go to her website. When you upvote, this is one where that 20% really makes a difference. So instead of paying $49, you're paying $39, just over $39. So saving almost $10. And when you click that QR code, it's going to take you to her website. And she has all kinds of very special, very nice skincare products. So I would encourage you, and beautiful pictures. And I love her story. I want to show you her picture with her kids are in the picture in the background. So I always love seeing kiddos. So there's Penny right there. And I just was so thrilled to discover a new beauty brand that I had never heard of, and for it to be as special as this one is. I was so thrilled to be able to have this on our Women Invented show, especially because you are truly an inventor, and what you have created is, I mean, I can tell this is a brand that is going to go on and on and on. You've created something really, really special. Save skin, save the earth, says Joshua. I agree. She's done them both in spades. Okay, guys, we are going to move on to the third product, and then we're going to do a giveaway after that. So if you haven't entered the giveaway, definitely do that right now. I'm going to have Jen put the QR code up one more time. And remember, by entering here, you're also entering the grand prize giveaway, over $500. So don't want to miss out on that. That's for sure. Okay, looks like a great product, says Michelle Morrison. Hello, Michelle, another one of my favorite inventors. Can this be used under makeup? Absolutely. Yes, Michelle, I'm so glad you brought that up, because I wanted to say that it actually, because it does give a glow. And so like a subtle glow, but a glow. And so to me, it does make your foundation look a little more luminous is the word that comes to mind, which definitely appreciate that. And so, yes, I think it's kind of almost like, can be like a nice primer underneath makeup for sure. Kelly, I'm going to give it to you, Kelly. Kelly's doubling her chances by saying giveaway in the chat. But the two words that we're going with tonight are women inventors. So anybody who wants to double their chances, who has not already, Jen is watching. So say women inventors in the chat and you will get a second entry. Monica is with us and she's saying giveaway also. Remember, you can double. Oh, Jen's reminding everybody of that inside the chat. I also want to just remind everybody, these episodes have been so good. And if you have missed any of them, you can still watch them either on Grommet's Facebook page or on YouTube. And all four of them, again, have been incredible. And so just whether you want to be inspired or whether you want to discover new and cool products, I would definitely check out those other episodes as well. And one other announcement I want to make is that Grommet is putting up, or actually already has put up, a new what they call guide for women invented products on Grommet. And so all of the 27, I think it is, women invented products that we've been featuring, they're all inside that guide, and you can shop that guide on Grommet. I think Jen's going to put the link to get there in the chat, so you guys can all shop everything you're seeing tonight, and you can shop everything that has been on all of the other shows as well. Oh, there it is. It's called Fabulous Female Founders Guide. So you can grab that link inside the chat and shop till you drop. All right. Oh, my goodness. I'm very excited to be able to feature this product. I have featured it before, and I love it so much, but it's been so long since I have featured it. And I've been thinking about, and in fact, so long that she actually has come out with a new product since then. We're not featuring the new one on this show, but I encourage you, it is on the Grommet website. I encourage you to check that one out as well. And I am hoping we have our maker in the house tonight. Jen, you let me know if she's here or not. So Root Warrior, I will show you her picture right here. Her name is Tanya Miller. Gorgeous picture, Tanya, if you're here. I love that. And it's so funny because I have featured Tanya's products multiple times in the past, and I have never met Tanya, nor had I seen her until I got to see that picture. And so cool to put a face with a name, a face with an inventor. So there she is, Tanya Miller. And boy, is she an inventor. She is featured on, I always have fun doing research on all you guys and seeing all these videos and interviews and podcast guesting and all of that. And she is one that has gotten a lot of airtime, let's just say that, because her product is so smart, so innovative, and really does solve a problem that anyone, if you're like me and you like to garden, but maybe your thumb is not so green, which mine is not. I choose not to pay attention to that. I just keep on gardening, even though I can't seem to, I like to blame it on where I live and the soil that is where I live. But as I met Tanya and discovered her product, I started to learn about what causes us to fail in our gardening efforts, and what are the culprits. And most common is overwatering And I definitely think that's an issue because I just want to give my plants so much love. And I think by giving them more water, I'm giving them more love, but really I'm killing them in the process. So many times I feel like I'll replant potted plants and the roots are just kind of rotted and they're just amok. So I know that that's a big issue. The other issue is soil not being properly aerated, which that's not something I knew about before Root Warrior, but now I do. So I know that the two secrets to vibrant plants, to a green thumb, are proper watering and proper soil aeration. What Tanya has created, called Root Warrior, you might think when I show you, like my son thought, they look a little like sombreros. We were getting ready to go on a Mexican cruise, and he thought these were table decor for our cruise. I thought that was kind of funny. Anyway, the Root Warrior, I'm going to show you the small one, but it does come in 3 sizes, small, medium, and large, and we'll talk about which one is for which. But these are so brilliant. They're very lightweight, and actually, I don't even know what material they are. I think they feel like some sort of a plastic. But they are magic when it comes to gardening. She has so brilliantly designed these. And yes, they're cute and colorful and all of that. But every nook and cranny, every tilt, everything about it, I'll show you underneath, is there for a very precise reason. And so what the idea is basically when you plant these in the soil, what it's designed to do is it's designed to draw the water in and down to the roots and then away from the roots. So what is left for the roots is the precise amount of water that they'll need. So you're taking all the guesswork out of possibly overwatering like I have done so often. So if you have accidentally overwatered, it's okay because it's pulling it away from the roots and putting that problem to bed. And then the other thing, this chamber right here is what she calls the aeration chamber. And so what that does, and it's tilted exactly the way it's tilted to create the perfect amount of aeration in the soil. So this one device is doing both of those things. And so what you do is it can be, you can put it in a pot. Let me turn my little ringer off. You can put it in a pot. You can plant it in the ground. You can plant it in a raised bed if you want. So any which way you want. Now, the smaller one obviously is going to be for, little things like maybe, and actually, Tanya, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I'm thinking this is more for like seeds and things like that. And then this would be for like roses and kind of bigger plants. And then this, the big guy, Big Daddy, is for shrubs and bigger, heftier items. These can be used indoors. They can be used outdoors. They're incredibly versatile. But what they really are is they're your insurance policy that when you plant your plants, they're actually going to grow and they're actually going to grow beautifully. And so what that translates to in my mind, I am someone who has wasted so much money gardening because I keep buying them and throwing them out and buying them and throwing them out. And I think, oh, it's the soil. So I got to get new soil. And so I do that. And when you have something like this that just takes all that guesswork away, then suddenly not only does it feel so good that your plants are growing and your vegetables are growing and all of that, but at the same time, they're growing the first time because there's no trial and error involved anymore. So, and Angie's saying ingenious. It really is. And Oki's given a thumbs up. You guys grab that QR code because number one, if you think it's ingenious, let her know that because it means the world to our inventors. But, oh gosh, my bad here. And Jen, I'm hoping you can help me. I know that the 5272, that's going to seem like a shocking number to you guys, but it actually includes a whole bunch of them, I believe. And I don't have it in front of me. So I'm hoping you can let me know what the package is that it includes. But I know that it's a very comprehensive package. So what you're seeing there is 2. You're seeing these 2. It's much more than that. So you'll see. And then when you do the upvote, you're going to be taken to the Root Warrior website and you can kind of browse around and look at all the different bundles and packages that she's put together for Root Warrior. So it is quite a brilliant product. And it's been, I've heard her interviewed on different gardening shows and things like that. Okay, thank you, Jen. She's letting me know it is 12 pieces. So you are getting 2 of the large, you're getting 4 of the medium, and you are getting 6 of the small. So that is a nice big package. And let's see here. So typically you would be paying almost $66 for all 12. And with the Grommet discount, you're paying $52. And what's very cool is that you can reuse these again and again and again also. So these are not disposable, you know, when you replant or something like that. So it's something that's going to last you for years. In fact, I think at some point, Tanya had put up how long they typically last, and I was kind of blown away by it, whatever that was. But so if you have 12, it's going to, you've got your bases covered indoors, outdoors, any which way you want to use them. Really awesome invention. Tanya, any other questions there? Or Tanya, anything that I didn't cover? I want to encourage you guys, because I know we have a lot of inventors on here. If you do have a chance to go to her website, she does have a section on the website that explains her entire design. And so when I'm talking to you about the reservoir and the aeration chamber and everything, and the little indentation there, everything is for a reason. There's a little, there's the reservoir there. That's all described in detail. And it's really cool to see, because you can only imagine what she went through in inventing it and creating it. And it's just been so great to see it take off. I think worldwide, she's become quite the female inventor. And I want to say the last time we were in touch, she was starting to get into Ireland and all kinds of places. So that was so fun. Is there a video on the website on how to use them? Good question, Angie. I am going to lean on Tanya to answer that. I'm not sure if there is, but I will tell you that basically you're going to dig a hole, put these in the ground, and surround it with soil, just like you would any other plant. And you're going to want to put a little bit on, you know, a couple inches on top of it as well. So wherever you, so it's going down in the ground, and then, but I'm sure if there's not a website, if there's not a video on her website, there is a video on the internet showing you, because she's kind of all over the internet. So my apologies for not bringing a video on here. That would have been a great demo. She says, hooray, women inventor. Okay, people are doubling their chances. I'm so happy to see that. So this was a great invention to have on this show, because she's a heck of a woman inventor. And it's been, as I said, fun to see her come out with new items, and I'm sure there's many more to come. Okay, we are going to do our first giveaway. So I am going to check, because Jen always sends me the giveaway winner. So I'm sure that's on its way. Yes, and this person is inside the chat. Oh, I'm seeing, can you send me a link? Some other people are trying to get on and they can't get on, but I can't do that now. So this person is inside the chat, and I have to think of what I'm going to be giving away. Oh my gosh. I think I'm going to give away Neuro Socks, because they are, it's one of those things that until you try them, you don't really get it. And so I want as many people to try Neuro Socks as they possibly can. And so this winner is going to be sent a pair of Neuro Socks, and we just need to know what color you want and what your shipping address, and we will get some out to you, or get a pair out to you. And the winner is someone who is on Grommet Live quite a bit, so I love seeing that this person is the winner. And it is Monica Grace Watson. You are the proud winner of a pair of these guys, and you are going to love them. And when you do love them, I hope that you will post about them and tag Donna Marshall and Neuro Socks and me and Grommet and Greg, so that we can keep the party going and keep spreading the word about Neuro Socks. So we love that. So, and thank you, Donna, for bringing these to us. Another fantastic invention. But if you are not the winner, not to fret, because we have a huge grand prize coming at the very end, valued at over $500. And I'm seeing Candy Fitzpatrick in the house, and she just doubled her chances, and she put a heart on there, because she's thinking she might get even a third chance. And I don't know, if Jen's in a good mood, she might give you that. And Monica's getting lots of hoorays, woohoos, congratulations. Okay, we are moving on to the next product. Speaking of another quintessential female inventor, this one is so cool. And anytime I see any kind of a pillow pop up on Grommet, I am all about it. And I want to learn about it, and I want to know more, because sleep is vitally important, as we all know. And I think as we get older, we don't, we get less and less of it, less and less quality sleep, I'll say. And so when I saw this pillow, it definitely caught my eye because it is such an unusual shape that I'm thinking, I'm looking up close. What is that? And as I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, I have a feeling that is really incredibly comfortable. And so what I am talking about is a new, actually, I'm not sure how new it is, but it's new to me and probably new to many of you. It is a pillow called the Sphere Head pillow. I'm going to show it to you, not in its pillowcase, and then I'm going to show it to you in its pillowcase, which is really quite pretty. But I think you'll be surprised to see what it looks like. This is the pillow. Almost looks like an egg. When I turn it over, you'll see the concave side there. But really what drew me to it was the thought that, wow, my head could be cradled in there all night long, and that could feel so good. I almost thought of a catcher's mitt when I saw it. And I thought, what if there was a catcher's mitt that was bigger than your head and could just hold your head? Wouldn't that feel good? And that's kind of what this is. And so when it arrived, and now this is the one that I sleep with, it does have the pillowcase on it. And so here's mine, and it's 100% charmeuse pillowcase. It is machine washable, which is kind of nice. It doesn't look like it would be because it's so beautiful. Oh, I want to make sure I wasn't missing anything. I know she's in the chat, so I'm so happy that she is here with us. Her name is Eliza Josette. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Eliza. But she invented this because she had something that was called, and I want to get it right, so I'm going to look at it, thoracic outlet syndrome in one of her shoulders. So, which basically caused her a lot of pain in the neck and shoulder. And she soon found out that she needed to go from being a side sleeper to a back sleeper. And that can be difficult if you are a side sleeper, which so many of us are, to have to switch. And when you're sleeping, you kind of automatically go back to what you've always done. There she is. She's in the house. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so in love with your pillow. I'm going to relate it to a story of me growing up that kind of reminded me of your story, Eliza, and that is I have scoliosis. And so when I was 13, I had to wear one of those braces, the whole torso up to your chin like that when I slept. And so I was a side sleeper, and then all of a sudden I'm in this stiff, awful brace, and I had to sleep on my back. You couldn't sleep on your side if you wanted to. I was so miserable. It took me so long to get used to it. And I remember that there was no pillow that made me comfortable. It was really treacherous. And had I had this back then, oh my gosh, what a difference this would have made for me. And so I know that this is a pillow that is anybody that has any kind of a sleep apparatus that they have to sleep with. I think it's called CPAP. Those CPAP machines are more common than I realized, but this will do wonders because the way that it cradles the head is really quite incredible. And who would think? We're so used to what our standard pillow looks like that the fact, like reimagining it. So she really created this for herself with no thought to the fact that this would become something that could be so popular and that so many people would love. But if you have no issues at all, the second you put your head in this, oh my gosh, you can only imagine how good it feels for your entire head to be cradled by this memory foam that has a firmness and a structure to it, but also very, very cushy. And your head just kind of melts into it. And it is something you look forward to. And you're cradled all night. But it allows for you to move. Whether you're a back sleeper or a side sleeper, this works perfectly. And I tested it out doing both. I have become more of a back sleeper just because of the brace. But I wanted to see if I slept on my side, how it would feel. And it just cradles you that way. So I'll show you pictures of it in use so you can get a sense of that. Here it is right here, both side and back. So you can see just how it just hugs his whole head as he's sleeping. Getting that looks great. Thank you. Spearhead pillow is for back and side sleepers. Yes. Yep. Perfect for both. And this is Eliza right here. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So that is our female inventor. What else can I say about this? It has this tag right here, which I thought Eliza was really smart. Hold on, let me show you that. Because it also, in addition to just being cute and having her branding on it, it also tells you, because there is kind of different cutouts and there's different shapes around the circumference of it for different reasons. And so when you put the tag in the proper place, then you always know how to position it behind your head. And it explains all of that. But I also love it for travel because it is so easy to pack. It's very lightweight, as you can imagine, and it's just so bendable. You could put it in your suitcase and it would take up like no extra space. But in addition to sleeping with it, I was finding, even as I'm sitting in the club chair watching television, I just put it behind my head just because it's so comfortable, just to rest my head in when I'm sitting. So I love that. Let's see, probably not advised for a stomach sleeper, LOL. That's good. I don't imagine it would, unless you put it on the back of your head. Maybe that would do it. I don't know. Candy's saying, looks like a silk cover, great for hair breakage prevention. Candy, you are so good. Thank you for reminding me, because you're right. It is charmeuse, actually, 100%. But she does mention that on her website about that is an added benefit to it, is that your hair, it basically prevents breakage because it is that, satiny smooth. So that's yet one more reason to love this pillow, the Spearhead pillow. The other reason that I think about, and I talk about this a lot, being the skincare beauty junkie that I am, is it keeps you from getting those lovely wrinkles. Even if you're a side sleeper, when you're on your side in this, you're not getting that pressure that you get from a typical pillow that causes those side sleeper wrinkles on the side of our faces. You guys know what I'm talking about. I know you do. So it's a bit of a beauty pillow, I might add to that, I gotta say. Maybe too comfortable for me to use at work. Monica, I'm going to agree with you. It might be. Although I haven't tried to sit on it yet. I might try that. I bet it would be actually quite comfortable to sit on. In fact, I want to do it now, but I won't, just in case. Anyway, Eliza, amazing product. This is one I do want to spread the word about because I can imagine so many people benefiting from it for different health reasons and things. But I know everybody, health reason or no health reason, would love being enveloped by that ultra soft, cushy foam. It's such a nice feeling. It's like it just realigns everything. It puts your spine in perfect position. You're not waking up with neck issues and shoulder issues, headaches. It just takes care of all of that, which is, I think, a lot of people can appreciate. Let's see. Anything else in the chat? Nope. Okay, we are going to move on. The next product. Where are we? Okay. This is the second time I have been lucky enough to feature this product. I've become a groupie overnight. This is one of my all-time favorite beauty brands. And I love seeing, I keep checking. They're coming out with more and more products. I want to try them all. But if all I had was the one that I'm going to show you right now, I would be a very happy camper. It is, I am sold on this. I could sell this to anybody because I just could talk about it for days. So let me first introduce you to the brand. The brand is called Formulae Prescott, and Prescott is from our female inventor. Her name is Pauline. I'm going to show you Pauline's picture. And here she is right here. And I don't know if they're in the house or not because I'm not sure where they are right now. She's a world traveler. She's all over the place. But I will tell you that her brand is wildly popular all over the world, especially in the UK. It has won award after award after award, but most notably, I will say 2 years in a row, it won the #1 best skincare cleanser in the UK. And let me just show you, this is just a handful of the many awards that they have won right there. And there's more that I couldn't fit on there, and they just keep coming and coming and coming. This is another one that I was so thrilled to be able to show you guys tonight because it is so innovative. There are so many products out there that are not innovative. It's like someone with money marketed something that they thought people might buy into. I get so frustrated with that. This is not the case with this product. The product is called Tri-Balm, right here. Tri-Balm. Now this is mine, so I apologize that it is not in the best shape because I use it multiple times a day actually. And what Tri-Balm is she calls it a 3-in-1 facial balm. But as I said to Pauline the last time I got to feature it, for me, I see it as a 5-in-1. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. But let's just go back to the 3-in-1 for a second. So what it's designed to do is it is a facial balm, and it is designed to cleanse, to exfoliate, and to moisturize. So I love me a multitasker, and this is a definite multitasker beauty product. And so let me open it up and show you exactly what it looks like. So there it is. Looks a little like a deodorant, pushes up from the bottom, but it is so not a deodorant. So to put it on, you can either just do it just like that, or you can put it in your hands, rub your hands together, and then put it on your face that way. Now, the first time I used it, I didn't even read the directions. I just kind of put it on. And what I discovered, it felt so nourishing and so good that I just wanted to leave it on. It felt to me like it was a mask that was just going to hydrate my skin. I was out in the desert, Palm Desert. I was feeling very like my skin was so dehydrated that it felt like, when I put it on. So I did that, and I did some stuff around the house, and then 15 or 20 minutes later, I took it off. I got to tell you, I was really blown away with one use, the difference in my skin using this. And when I dug deeper to find out what the ingredients are and why I was so in love with this product and what it did to my skin, it made a lot of sense to me, because I have to tell you, one of the very key ingredients in this is pumpkin seed enzyme. And that to most people sounds like a buzzword or something like that. But to me, there was a product that I used years ago, and it was a mask actually. And it was my favorite mask I had ever used. I think I got it at a spa. And so when I ran out, I didn't know how to get more. And so I never did. But it was the only thing I've ever put on my skin that, like, the first time I put it on, I noticed such a difference in it. And I never forgot that. And so when I tried this and I noticed such a difference, and then I read about it and discovered that pumpkin seed enzyme is one of the key ingredients, it made so much sense, because what that ingredient does is it's known to be one of the best exfoliating ingredients that there is. And when we exfoliate, it just kind of lets the good skin, the new, fresh, young, vibrant skin shine through. And it also increases our cellular turnover, which is always a good thing. So that exfoliating element, I really, really love. And then in addition to that, the cleansing. And so typically, so if you knew about the product, like I didn't when I first put it on, what a lot of people do is they put it on for cleansing, and it takes any makeup off. Waterproof mascara, gone. So and again, it's very kind of rich feeling when you put it on. And so I rub it all over my face. Then you can either wipe it off with a tissue, you can rinse it off, you can, washcloth, whatever you want to do. But you could use it just for a cleanser. But when you keep it on more, I think you're getting exfoliating also if you just do it that way. But then throughout the day, I also use it as kind of a refresher. Like if I'm feeling like my skin's dehydrated, if I want a little kind of pick me up refresher, want to get a little glow, maybe I'm going to go on camera or something like that, I'll put some on my hands and just do a touch up. And it just gives me that kind of instant radiance. So I love that. And I'm seeing that they are inside the chat. Let's see, we've got Kasumi in the chat from Formulae Prescott. Yay. I did see the chat going, but I was missing what was being said. So I have to apologize for that. I was going to go back through. Yes, all skin. Okay, we're getting lots of questions. Is it for all skin types? Yes, all skin types. And she's a representative of Formulae Prescott. So thank you for being here. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Bonnie is here. I'm so happy, Bonnie. I think she had trouble getting in, but something's going on with Facebook. I don't know. We've had issues with them in the past, but I'm so glad you're here. I miss you. Gosh, I could go on and on about this. This is another one for me that, for as far as travel goes, and this is one of the reasons that Pauline created it in the first place, is she was or is a high-powered executive. She was spending a lot of time in Hong Kong, but yet her family was back in the UK and her husband was in the US, and, you know, constantly on the go. And skincare, we all know we can have loads of it. And when you go travel, which to bring and which not to bring. And it's just so nice to be able to bring something that is a 3-in-1 like this, and know that you've got your cleanser, you've got your moisturizer, and your exfoliator in one of these. The other thing that's so nice is it does come in the 2 sizes. So this one right here, this is 20 grams. This one is 70 grams. This one stays in my purse at all times because of what I said about, I just love to, in the middle of the day, I'll just put a little, sometimes I'll just go like that and put a little bit on my cheeks, get that little glow. But not only do I get that little glow, but at the same time, I'm getting that exfoliating that I talked about that makes my skin look so good. And then when I said it was a 5-in-1, so for me, sometimes I will mix it with my foundation for that glow. So it's almost a primer foundation kind of a thing. And then the 5th one for me is I do use it as an intensely hydrating mask. So I will put it on, and I kind of probably put more than I should, but it just feels so good that I do. And I'll just leave it on for a little while. And when I want extra hydration, or if I'm going to be going somewhere fancy and I want to look my best, that is what I will use. It is just that workhorse of a product, but yet it's so luxe and so just feels so luxurious going on. It's really wonderful. And gosh, you know, as I said, all of the awards, they just keep coming and coming, and I can't wait to try more and more of their products. It's going to be so great because I already am keeping a list. But let's talk about that Grommet discount, because I know a lot of you guys are loving this, and you've got to try it. Trust me, it will become your new favorite best friend beauty product because it does so much and is so convenient. And so what you're seeing there is, let's see, it's $42 regularly. That is for, correct me if I'm wrong, Jen, I believe that is the 20 gram, which is this one right here. And so you're getting 20% off. You're paying 33 instead of the 42. And then this one, I believe, is around, oh gosh, I should know this. I should have written it down. I'm so sorry. I don't know, but I think it's around 70, something like that. I will tell you, I've had these for a little while now. They last, and I use them a lot. It lasts quite a long time. If you can only get one, I would do this one because it is so nice to have that convenience of just being able to have this and taking up such little room in your bag, but yet being there to do all the things you need it to do. It's pretty great. And I love, she coined the term called skinimalism, because that was frustrating for her as well, of all these different products and having to, you know, load up your suitcase or your tote with everything. And so instead, hello, clean, moisturize, and exfoliate. And the moisturizing ingredient, if you've watched before, you also know another favorite ingredient of mine is hyaluronic acid, and this has hyaluronic in it. Hyaluronic is that moisture binding ingredient. And so what it really does is, and I always encourage people to do some kind of a facial mist or even just water on your skin before you use anything with hyaluronic, because it's going to just take that moisture and kind of create a barrier and keep that moisture in, which is a very good thing. So lots of goodness inside of Tri-Balm. And as you can tell, I could not be a bigger fan. I love it so much. So thank you so much for being here. Appreciate that. And I look forward to many more products on Grommet and beyond. Okay, let's see. I think we've got one more before we get to meet our special guest and before we do our grand prize giveaway valued at $500. Who hasn't entered yet? If you have not entered, we're going to put up the QR code one more time. You've got to get in on this because it is $500 worth of women invented products. How cool is that? So just use that QR code. Use your camera to grab that and you'll enter there. And in case you jumped on late, inside the chat, you can say Women Inventors and double your chances of winning. So do that if you have not already. Okay, I love that we are ending this, not ending it, but that the end of the products before our guest is something that is so simple, but such a clever, clever, clever invention. I'm getting a little note from Jen in the chat, so I want to see. Okay, got it. Such a clever invention. And I've already started using it. I used it twice this week. The 2 times that I walked my dog, I tend to, it's my son's duty, no pun intended. But I used it a couple times, and in using it, I thought, this is the smartest. And you guys know we have featured so many pet products on Grommet, lots of them having to do with a dog's doo-doo. This one definitely has to do with dog's doo-doo. I love that the maker of the product, let me pull her up here. Her name is Beth Harriman. And Beth, I have to apologize. I couldn't find a picture. So I need to get a better picture of you. But what I did was I pulled it off of the video that I found. So I'm hoping you're okay with this. But you remind me so much of my aunt, I have to tell you. Anyway, that is Beth Harriman, and she came up with the product called Do Loop. Great name, by the way, because let me just show you it. I'm going to show it to you on the package. So it is a bit of a loop, and it is designed to make it very easy to be walking your dog and be hands-free as far as the dog doo-doo bags go. And I think what she says is, she starts off her video saying something along the lines of, do you know anybody that likes carrying the weight or the, oh my gosh, it was so good, the weight or the warmth of the doo-doo bags? And then I don't either. And so that's why she came up with this. And so it is a very simple design, but obviously very cute because it does mimic Snoopy, mimics a dog. But what's so clever about this one that's different than anything I've seen before, I love, first of all, she sent me some doo-doo to use as as my prop. So I've got a little doo-doo and a big doo-doo in this bag that I'm going to show you right now. So this is the one that I've used. Right there, it comes in 7 colors. I'll show you all of them shortly. So really cool colors. But I have a dog, and you guys tell me if you can relate to this or not. She's laughing. Yes, the warmth. I think we can relate to that. Oh, we can't take that. Hence the reason my son is my dog walker now. But my dog Coco is a double doer. She always goes twice. But I never know how long it's going to be between the 2 that she goes. It's kind of this game that she and I play together. But it's so frustrating because I think, oh, maybe she's only going to go 1 time this time. And so I put it in a knot, and then sure enough, she goes again. And then I have to undo the knot or try to find another bag around because I don't have enough bags with me. So that's kind of a pain. What I discovered, and I don't know, Donna, if this is by design or not, but I love that I can, without knotting it, I can put it right in there and it stays without me closing it. And so if she goes again, I can just pull it back out and use the same bag to pick it up. And so you can, and if you're someone that has more than 1 dog, this is also great because you're seeing me with just the 1 bag right here, but you can put multiple bags. So that's kind of nice too. And maybe 1 dog goes at one time and the other dog goes at another time. You can have the empty bag and each one has their own bag and you never have to touch it because it, whether you put it on with something like this or a carabiner or a dog leash clip or anything, you can hook it to anything and you can hold up to 15 empty bags in here and then full, I would say like 5 or 6. But typically how you use it is you do, if you don't have a double doer, you do put a knot like this. And then once you have the knot, you just do this. And then of course it's going to stay because that knot. So it's so clever because you're not carrying that around. It's just staying in here, but it's so simple. You just lift and put it in the trash when you're done. And she does have a little video of that she's demoing it. I'm hoping I got that. I did. So we're going to show you that real quick because she probably does a much better job than I do. There it is right there. So that is her with putting a carabiner on it and then attaching it to the leash, which is a very clever way to do it. But you can attach it to anything. And then with 1 hand, she just puts it in there and she's done. So it's that simple. And as she said, and there she does it with 2. As I was saying, you can do multiple bags, multiple dogs. Anybody that you know that happens to be a dog walker, I would encourage you to get this for them because can you imagine, do you see those people walking down the street with like 7 dogs? I always think, how do they do that? How do they pick up all, what do they do with it all? Well, they need a do loop for sure. And then here's all the cool colors. And I actually have them here as well that I'll show you. But there's that light pink that I kind of a blush color that I'm using, but love them all. Very, very clever. It is made in Maine and it is also sustainable. It is recycled plastic, which is a great thing. And we all need 3 hands. You can say that again. Well done, brilliant. If you guys think this is well done and brilliant, you have got to give Beth a upvote. Let her know that. Again, you're not committing to buying, but I will tell you, if you have a dog at all, you definitely want one of these because first of all, it's just so lightweight. It's so, unobtrusive. So many of the inventions that are out there for pets are so big and bulky and things like that. This is just, you don't even know you're holding it. It's so light, but yet it's so cute and kind of fashionable, kind of cool. So anyway, I love it. I love it. I love it. Well done. Spread peace, not poop, says Dulup, says Beth. She does have a very good sense of humor. There's a few things I discovered that made me laugh with her. So I definitely got a kick out of that. I love the name. I love everything that you've done. Keep it going. And I do see Plant Warrior in the house. She says, my grandson needs that. I have to apologize, Tanya. I didn't realize you weren't in the chat yet when I presented your amazing Root Warrior product. You know what a fan I am. And so I'm so sorry that you weren't here. But I know that I will send you the link and you will watch it back. But you had lots of questions and lots of accolades. We all love Root Warrior. And all of us brown thumbs out there appreciate what you're doing very, very much. Candy's saying dog and dog parent is one relationship where you follow each other to the bathroom and always wonder what each other is putting in their mouths. Candy, I love you. You always put a smile on my face, I have to say. Okay. Oh, she says, Plant Warrior, we're going to give you a hall pass for that. That's a good excuse why she wasn't here when we did her presentation. She said she was out herding cattle. So I think that takes precedence over Grommet Live. I can imagine that. Okay, guys, I'm going to introduce you to a very special guest, a Product of the Week winner, a woman inventor, a Shark Tank participant, someone who created a product during COVID that is so stinking smart. And I'm upset that I didn't know about it until I saw it on Grommet, because this is a product that is going to be used in my house all the time. I'm hoping I didn't. Oh, here it is. Thought I took it someplace else. It's so smart. I'm not even going to attempt to tell you about it. It's more fun when you get to hear it from the inventor. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the inventor in. Her name is Laura. And let's see. Jen is trying to bring her in right now. There she is. Hello there.
Hi, Marcy. Hi, everyone.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming on with us. Thanks for being so patient in the green room.
Oh, no patience needed. I loved seeing all the amazing products you presented.
It's fun, isn't it? Good ones.
Amazing.
So Laura is the inventor of Fryaway, and I will show you mine right here. Super simple. I was like, what is? Couldn't fathom what it was, and then I watched a demo on YouTube, and I went, oh my God, where has this been all my life? It is so smart. You have to tell the story of why you created it, how you created it, and what it does.
I think you described it perfectly. It's the product that you never knew you needed until you know that it exists.
So true.
I came up with Fryaway during COVID. We were all sheltering in place, feeling sorry for ourselves and, doing anything we could to feel better. And for me, that meant cooking a lot of really delicious comfort foods and frying, and had a lot of leftover oil. And because it was COVID, I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't know where the closest recycling center was, if it was going to be open. I was on a farm on septic. I knew I couldn't pour it down the drain. And all of the traditional methods, at least what my grandma and my mom taught me to do, to pour it in a jar, just didn't seem to make sense anymore, right? Like, why would you pour oil into a jar that then ends up in a landfill and will never break down? And so that is how Fryaway came to be. It was simply a solution to a problem that I had. And I figured that if I found some use out of it, that other people out there might also find it useful. And so far, so good.
So tell us what it is, what's in it.
So Fryaway is a 100% plant-based powder. It is patent pending, and I don't divulge exactly what is in it because, well, for various reasons. One of them being that we do have copycats, and that happens very quickly, as I think some of our other inventors may attest to. But it is 100% plant-based, non-toxic, and it magically transforms liquid oil into a solid organic waste that can just be tossed into your household trash without a container. So it just basically, after you're done frying, you stir Fryaway powder into the oil, let it cool down. As it cools, it turns into a solid that you can just easily clean out of the pan and toss away.
That is so awesome. Right now, what I do is, and we cook a lot of bacon in the McKenna household. So we have a lot of grease. And what I do is I take the pan, usually I do cast iron, and I take it outside and I put it in the barbecue with it closed. And then I, of course, forget it's there for a month. But if I don't forget it's there, I wait and wait for it to solidify. But this does it in, did I see it right? 20 seconds or something?
No. So it really depends on how hot the oil is and how much oil you have. Okay. It is magical, but it's not magic. There is a chemical process involved. But it can solidify in as little as minutes. If you're deep frying a turkey and you've got 3 gallons of oil that you need to get rid of, then that's a completely different story. But in that case, you should probably be recycling it anyway. That's a lot of oil. So this is really just to take the guesswork out of what to do when you have that pan full of oil and you just want to clean up easily and without the mess.
And so am I right that one of these scoops takes care of about a cup of oil?
1 scoop per cup of oil. Yep. Okay. And for that particular product, is that Super Fry? Pan fry scoop. So that one solidifies 10 cups of oil. So almost a gallon of oil for that little bag.
Okay. I mean, that is amazing. And I love that you came up with it over COVID. Was it kind of a family affair situation? Did you get the family involved?
The family has been involved all along. I have two small kids, and they're my sounding boards. As is my husband. He actually now works full time with me on Fryaway as well. So we are a family business, and it's been a really fun ride.
It has taken off. Clearly, you were on Shark Tank. Tell us what happened on Shark Tank. What was the outcome?
I was
250,000 you went for, right?
I'm sorry?
You went there wanting 250,000.
I did. I went in wanting 250,000. This was in episode aired in January of 2023. Season 14, episode 13, if anybody wants to look it up and watch it. It's entertaining, to say the least. But spoiler alert, I did get a deal with 2 sharks, with Mark Cuban and Lori Grenier, for the $250,000.
And so it was
an incredible experience.
He was going to go out right away, and you said,
"Not so fast, Mark." And I reeled him back in.
I love that. That's so good. I haven't seen the whole episode, but I think I'm going to see it tonight.
It's fun. It's a fun watch. I think I had amnesia after I walked off the carpet, because when the episode actually aired, it was the first time I was seeing the episode live with my friends, and I couldn't, half the stuff I said I couldn't remember. But it was fun to see it again and to relive those moments.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. So cool to see all that success.
Thank you.
And it's just such a smart invention that everybody can utilize. And
Thank you.
I am
going to tell you, I know you mentioned bacon grease. So Fry
Yeah.
away is mostly for vegetable oil, right? Because no
Okay.
matter, you can let vegetable oil sit out for years and it's never going to solidify on its own.
Okay.
Grease, animal fats does get sludgy, so it's easier to get rid of. But I'm going to tell you, because I can tell you this from personal experience,
Yeah.
be careful pouring that grease in your barbecue pit.
No, I don't pour it in there. I keep it in the pan until it's solidified.
Oh, okay.
No, I would not do that.
Because I will tell you, we burned a hole through our barbecue pit
Oh my
a few
God.
years ago, with all of the animal fats that had collected on the bottom. So
Oh,
it burned right through the metal, melted it.
see, you learned a lot of things here on Grommet Live.
Yeah. Share the knowledge.
Well, Laura, thank you so much for being here, and congratulations on your Product of the Week win. That is a big deal. Lots of
Thank
competition,
you.
I know, goes down in those Product of the Week competitions. So congratulations, and I'm going to be watching to see where this goes, because no doubt it's already big, but it's just going to keep going and going. And I love that you're not giving away your ingredients. You should not. Absolutely.
They're family friendly, house friendly. Are also kosher certified.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Good
But no, thank you very much for having me on here. It
Absolutely.
was great to be here in such amazing company with all of these other fellow women inventors, and I'm humbled to be a part of this amazing crew. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here. And did we put? I may have missed it. Did you put the QR code up already, Jen, for Fryaway? I don't know if she did or not. Oh, there it is. Yes, you did several times. Now that I'm seeing it, now I know. Okay, so it is $7.20 with the Grommet discount. So if you are someone who loves comfort food like we do, this is a product that you are going to want to get your hands on. And that's such a good price. Love it. Okay, we are down to the wire. We have presented 7 awesome products tonight, 27 in total, with all the women Avengers that we have celebrated throughout the year. So again, I want to thank everybody who was a part of this month-long celebration, all of the makers and all of the viewers who come back each week to see what was new from Women Inventors. It's been so fun, and I look forward to doing it again next year, of course. But of course, you probably thought I forgot about our grand prize giveaway, which I absolutely did not. I'm so excited about it. And so hopefully everybody who is on here live has already entered to win this grand prize giveaway, because you do have to be here live. So somebody who's inside the chat is going to be our big winner. So without any further ado, I am going to lean on Jen to let me know who that is. And I know so many of you doubled your chances, even tripled, quadrupled, some of you who were on other shows. So, this actually makes me very, very happy, because I do know this person, and she's a heck of a woman inventor. And I do know that she is here live with us. I hope she's still here live with us. I saw her earlier. And I can't think of very many people that is more deserving of this than this person. So I am thrilled to say that the winner of the Women Invented Grand Prize gift basket is, drumroll please, she and I have something in common. Not only are we both women inventors, but we both have double M's, Marcy McKenna and Michelle Morrison. So congratulations, Michelle Morrison. You are the winner of our grand prize. You are going to be having one giant box showing up at your house filled with all of these products that you've been seeing all month long. And those of you who don't know, Michelle has been, this is why I was so excited that it was her, or one of the reasons is not only is she the inventor of a product that is so cool called Glide Mats. If you're not familiar with those, I encourage you. They are on Grommet also, so I encourage you to go check those out. But she has done the most wonderful tribute all month long to so many of the amazing female inventors that she knows and that I know. And it's been so heartwarming to see not only the tributes that Michelle has done for each one of them, but also all of the replies and the comments, and just so uplifting. It's so incredible. So again, it could not have been a better person. So I'm so happy. And again, I want to thank all of you guys so much for being here, supporting. Just the support amongst the women inventors has been insanely wonderful. So thank you to everybody. It is what? February 25th. We have a few days left to continue to celebrate Women Inventors Month. And so I will definitely be doing that. And I hope you guys do too. And I will look forward to seeing you guys next week on Grommet Live. Same time, same place, Tuesday night. No, wait a minute, Jen, you got to help me out. I know we were switching things up a little bit. Next, thank you, Jen. She's always way ahead of me. Next Thursday night, it is 4 o'clock on the West Coast, 7 o'clock on the East Coast. We will see you back here then. Good night, everybody.